Welcome back to computer science. It's the last day of the week. We took our first exam yesterday, so there's nothing to do out to recall right now. I believe we're done with lecture 10, so may do some optional stuff today. We'll see. I'll be back to recall when I'm done. All right, guys. I decided to start lecture 11, which is about loops. We went through the first unit, which is on general loops. A loop is a programming structure that executes the loop statements repeatedly, and as long as the loop's condition or expression is true. The statements within a loop are known as the loops. Is it the loop's expression? No. Like if it's true, it'll keep looping. If the statements within the loop are known as the loop expression, then. Some examples of things we can use with loops: we can iterate a list, so we can find the minimum or maximum within a list. An iteration is every time a loop, one pass through the loop is an iteration. Loop, a programming construct, repeatedly executes the loop statements while loop's expression is true. Okay, loop expression, right, that was right, but loop body is the statements. So, other than that, I worked on a programming project that was optional, painting a wall. It took the wall height, wall width, calculates wall area, outputs amount of paint needed, considering that a can paint X amount of area of a wall, and how many cans will be needed using the math function ceil to basically round up to the next int of how much paint is needed. Because it's 1 gallon per can. So, all right, that's it for today. No, it's not. We'll be back later. We got 40 more minutes of this to do today to wrap up the week, hit the weekly goal. So I'll talk to you later today. Welcome back to computer science. Earlier today, we went ahead and started working in lecture 11 on loops and started working on another little project. We're ahead of schedule on as far as the lecture goes. So what I'm going to do is jump back into that painting a wall program I was working on earlier, and continue to do some additional work from there. So talk to you in a little bit after I've done some work. All right, guys, we finished up the programs, two additional programs. One of them was the painting the wall. So you input the heights of the wall in feet, the width of the wall in feet, and then the price of paint per can. And it will output the area of the total area of the wall, how many gallons of paint are going to be needed, how many cans of paint are going to be needed, the total paint cost, total sales tax, and then total overall total cost. So pretty cool. We made another program that calculates a lot of different stats about your life based on how old you are. So like, you input your years of age, and it outputs at least how many days old you are, how many hours, how many seconds, how many times your heart's beaten, how many calories you've expended, how many sandwiches that is equivalent to. And then I added 2 extra ones as like be creative. So I'm like, poops and pees. Gotta know how many times you've pooped and peed. So for me, at age 23, I've pooped and peed. I pooped around 8,395 times and peed around 58,765 times. So pretty crazy. I'm about 8,500 days old-ish. So wow. that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll be back for more loops and probably more of these types of programs. So talk to you tomorrow. See you.